Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rolls of Fate. Last we left off, our hunters were investigating a mystery in the forest involving the death of a big game hunter or poacher, depending upon how polite you want to be. They discovered a new hunter and possible friend by the name of Moss, and mysterious glowing deer within the forest, and a strange voice that appeared to be playing with them and mocking them from deep within the forest. Will our hunters be able to figure out exactly what's going on? Or will Briar's vision come true and someone get taken by the forest? I suppose you'll just have to listen and find out.
Okay, so you guys head into the forest?
Yes.
What
I
are you
fucking guess so.
What
I'm just following these
To
two.
the forest.
To the forest.
You're gonna not take the car because it's loud, and it's
Well-
a bad idea.
You're within walking distance of the forest from Grandma Jones' house.
Yeah, we're gonna walk.
What are we doing in the forest? That was a question. Just vibing.
You guys want to roll to investigate a mystery, I guess?
Sounds like a idea.
Are we all doing it or just one person?
Up to y'all.
Why not all of us?
Go ahead.
Just,
Plus sharp.
Sharp.
So Briar gets
Okay.
a +1. Evie gets a 0. Iris gets a +1. An 8.
I got a
An
9.
8. I'm a 9. Alright, so you all get to ask me one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
I want to ask, what can it do?
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of gather as you look around the forest that this creature has the ability to just control the forest. Like, can probably control more than just the branches. Like, he can probably control any plant matter or
It's fucking
nature-based.
sick. Like aminals too?
Maybe.
I'm gonna ask what is being concealed here, and I'm trying to see if there are any other bodies.
You don't see any bodies, but you do see, for a split second, you see a humanoid figure too big to be the imp. You just see a humanoid figure, and as soon as they notice you notice them, they're gone.
Fuck.
Sorry, I don't know what to do right now.
Okay, then you can just hold it for later. Moss, are you doing anything, or are you just asleep?
Hell, I don't know. I will be walking the streets as it's nighttime.
Okay. Just kind of looking around?
Yeah, just processing.
We'll get back to that.
I'll be near the forest, so so we can run into each other again.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So,
What y'all do? You're in the deep, dark forest.
what did you guys want to accomplish here? What are we looking for? We already know what happened mostly, other than that white deer. That was a bit confusing, and I would have loved to have kept researching it, but you two decided to come out here.
You realize you didn't have to come with us.
Yeah, and not you two get killed.
Well,
What, do you care about us? Are we your friends now?
No, but
We
I do
can't
have a
die.
fucking conscience.
we can't
Hey, you
die.
and your
It's not
fucking
possible.
Are you sarcastic or just an idiot? I
made
genuinely want to
arrangements.
know. Right?
Have you?
What are you?
Have you
Yeah,
made
sure.
arrangements?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You know what? If you get yourself killed, not my business.
Well, if we get ourselves killed, you're probably going to get killed with us, so...
No, I'm just talking about Iris specifically.
It's
We're all
okay.
in the same forest.
I think if I were to let Evie over here die, and then die myself, I would die by Grandma Joan again. I would be brought back just to be killed again.
I mean, Evie technically already has died once.
Again.
I don't think Grandma would like that to happen again.
Evie has one up on you.
Become a double vampire.
Sure, that's totally possible.
If you
Just-
die to a vampire a second time.
You guys are you actually having this conversation in the forest?
No,
Aw.
I don't know. Maybe.
Seriously though, why are we here? What did you guys want to get out of this?
I wanted to find.
Clearing, let's go.
I wanted to find the ghost deer again.
Clearing, let's go.
Okay,
Okay.
clearing it is.
Just fucking following.
How are you guys gonna find the clearing? You're like in a different part of the forest.
With instinct and skill.
Okay.
And is it too dark to be seeing anything?
Yes.
Flashlight.
Yeah. Can I make a glowing orb in my hand?
Yeah. Roll use magic.
Wait, I have a flashlight. I have a flashlight that's on.
It's okay. I still want to make a glowing orb.
All right. Roll to use magic.
Oh wait, I can see in the dark.
Oh yeah, we determined
You
that.
can do the thing.
I got an 11.
Oh, we can't.
You have a glowing orb in your hand.
Yes.
I'm good.
I What a fucking what? You know what?
Anybody
Fuck,
know
no.
how to get to the clearing?
I want to tune in to see where the nymph is right now. Actually, no, the white deer, since that's what they're after.
Okay, go ahead and roll plus weird.
That's wrong. It doesn't matter anyways. I'm supposed to have it +2, so technically it's 13.
Nice. Okay. To hold 3.
I get another whole 3. Where's the creature right now? Actually, can I do the same question, but for different things? Like, can I ask where 3 different things are?
It says a monster or minion, so only one.
True.
You gotta roll for everyone.
So just one of them? Where is the creature right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of focusing in on this deer, and you kind of see through its eyes, and everything's kind of weird. It's not quite the same as normal. Like, it's in the forest, but it's not quite the same. And you get the feeling that it's not on this plane right now. It's somewhere else entirely.
What is it planning to do right now?
It's just kind of walking around, and you have a feeling it's just planning to chill in the forest, wherever this, like, it's looking out for anything that it thinks might be a danger.
Who does it regard as the biggest threat?
You see, lying on the ground of this weird, kind of twisty, shifting version of the forest, you see the rifle on the ground, and it's the only thing that looks normal, quote unquote, and it has been completely smashed beyond usability. You get a feeling it regards hunters as the biggest threat, people who would harm the forest. That's what it sees as the biggest threat.
Alright, so deer literally isn't here right now, but I think so long as we don't try to shoot anything or hurt anything, it's fine with us being here.
Okay.
But
So it's
yeah,
like a
you're
forest god?
maybe not. I don't know. It's a fucking god. It's probably just a forest spirit. I don't fucking know. It's just not here. It's literally not on this plane right now. Is all I can tell. And it's just vibing where it is.
So what you're saying is I need to draw its attention in order to get
No,
here.
I'd say if you want to hear, sure, but that's probably a bad idea considering what you would probably have to do to get its attention.
I mean, I don't know how listening this is, but if I mention the word fire, is it gonna do anything?
Briar just tenses up. Anything
Doesn't
happen?
seem like it.
What are you doing right now?
Oh, I just mentioned the word fire.
Got it.
So
Just the word fire. You didn't threaten to burn down the forest or anything?
if I say something like maybe I'll burn down the
Don't,
forest tomorrow
No.
at 12:30 p.m.
Iris, shut the fuck
with a
up.
magic fire that I have.
Fuck, shut the fuck. Shut your fuck.
You just hear trees creaking in the wind.
Iris, goddammit.
That's
If you get us killed, I'm blaming you.
You just hear trees creaking in the wind, and that's it.
God,
Me-
Forest, no. I will, no.
Neither of these people are associated with my fire needing techniques.
I don't want to be associated with you generally, but definitely not right now.
Neither of them intend to harm the forest.
Nothing's happening.
They're also
Tomorrow,
not going
but
to
not
do
right
it.
now.
They're just being a shithead. They're not. I really fucking hope you're just being a shithead.
Really joking, okay? I promise.
I'm not. I will come back tomorrow.
Iris!
I will destroy you.
Nothing is happening. All you hear are normal forest sounds. Moss.
Let's go to the clearing. Are we
Moss,
at the
you
clearing,
can
or are we
hear-
still in the forest?
You're still in the forest. Moss, you can hear someone yelling about burning down the forest. What do you do?
And someone yelling at him to shut the fuck up.
I feel like I absolutely know it's that group, and so I head on over to them.
Yeah, okay.
I'm being a fool.
That's great.
I'm literally. Briar is just like shaking his hands like in front of him and being like, just shut the fuck up.
Iris, if you don't be quiet, I will slap you. Don't try me.
It's
are you guys
okay. I
gonna
don't
find your
think
way to the-
empty threats are gonna do anything.
How are you guys gonna find your way to the clearing?
What, do you think I'm not gonna slap you? I will.
Well, I'll stop then.
Good.
Do I have an intuition on which way the clearing would be?
Have you been to this forest before?
Somewhat. A few times, but not like many times.
Like, you have an idea of the general direction, but not how far away or anything else.
Okay. I'll walk that
oh.
way, but I'm like, I don't know where to go.
While we're walking, can I do another tune in to see if I can tune in on where the thing that I saw that wasn't the nymph, but I only saw it for a second?
Okay.
Can I try and tune in on that?
Yeah. Alright, you hold 3.
Cool. Where is the creature right now?
You kind of think about this humanoid that you saw, and you kind of see them walking through town.
Oh. What is it planning to do right now?
You get a feeling it's planning on going home.
Oh. Oh, could I attract its attention?
You get a feeling that it was watching you, so the way to attract its attention is to continue doing what you're doing, but you have a feeling you can't attract its attention right this second because it knows you saw them and they don't want to be noticed again.
Fuck. Briar kind of just shivers, but doesn't say anything.
Dang, would have kept talking about how to burn down the forest.
Iris, I will fucking stab you.
So Moss, you're just about meeting up with the group now.
Being secretive about it, or
Yeah. Moss, are you making yourself known to the group, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what are y'all up to at this time of the night?
Oh, hi.
we're forest creeping.
We're just hanging out.
I'm keeping these two from getting themselves fucked by the forest.
I feel like
Oh.
we were just.
I feel like you should worry about yourself more.
I'd ask you the same thing, but I think moss and the forest kind of go hand in hand.
I don't go hand in hand with the forest. I don't know anything about this mess.
Valid.
And legit, like all of these moss jokes go right over my head.
Oh, beautiful.
You just don't know that moss is a thing that exists.
So, how are y'all gonna find the clearing? Iris knows the general direction.
With sheer determination.
Evie, you said you had an idea earlier.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I have an idea.
Well, let Evie decide.
Yeah, no. Evie can go.
What are you doing?
Do I have to tell them, or can you do?
You have to tell me what you're doing. So you have to tell them too.
Hey, Evie, why don't we use your nose?
I had a different plan.
Oh, okay.
Well, whatever you're gonna do, just fucking do it.
Yeah?
Okay, Lindsay, I'm gonna shapeshift into a bat.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you see Evie kind of just start shrinking, and their arms turn into these kind of wings, and they are a bat.
Huh.
What kind of bat are you?
Cool bat.
Yeah, what kind of bat are you?
Let me look up what kind of bats exist.
That's just gonna be a generic vampire bat.
Just be a fruit bat.
Be whatever type of bat you want.
I looked up types of bat and then mega bat.
Oh my fucking
Wait, is that
god.
a real bat?
Bumblebee bats are the cutest.
Wait,
I don't know what
wait.
bats you're doing, but
Is Megabat a real thing? Megabat. I want to look.
Mega bat. Look at it. Mega bat. Oh
They're
my
also
God,
called
it's
fruit
freaking
bats,
huge.
old world bats, or
Jesus,
flying
they're
foxes.
huge. Okay,
They
well,
really are mega.
what bat did you say?
bumblebee bat. They're really tiny and adorable, and I
They
love
weigh
them.
up to 3 pounds and have wingspans reaching up to 5.6 feet.
Baby.
With the mega bat?
Baby.
Yeah.
The little bumblebee bat. It's so cute. Oh my god.
Also known as a kitty's hog-nosed bat.
I love it. I love the bumblebee bats. They're so
What
cute.
What kind of bat do you transform into?
Hold on,
There's a
I'm
bat
sorry.
called a nautilus? That's cool.
I'm just sorry. I'm looking
We're all
at
looking at bats now, it's great.
I would, but I already have. That's what I know about bumblebees.
No, look up.
Okay, for now, let's have you roll to investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Using the bat's superior bat senses.
Okay. I got 8.
+1 because of bat.
9. Yay.
So you get to hold 1.
Nice.
I'll just say you don't have to ask a question. I'll say just because of that you so you find the clearing and it takes you a bit. Are you like leading them to the clearing, or did you go find it and then come back and lead them over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find it and then come back and lead them to it.
All right, so y'all are in the clearing now.
Yay. Success. Can I be the bumblebee?
Yeah.
Yay.
Are you still a bat?
Bumblebee. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a tiny bat.
Okay.
Thanks, August. I'm a bumblebee bat now.
Little
Nice.
tiny bat.
They're tiny and I love them.
Okay. Now that we're at the clearing, I can safely set my hands ablaze without getting near the trees.
Okay.
That'll draw attention.
Are you
Iris.
going to set your hands on fire?
The second Briar sees fire, he's pulling his knife out.
I'm gonna do it, but it's not gonna be fire. It's gonna be water that glows.
The glowing water. Okay, roll to use magic.
Glowy water. Here we go. 12.
A 12.
Nice.
Nice.
You have glowy
Yes.
water in your hands.
Yay.
Water that looks like fire, basically.
Is it
More
orange,
or less.
orange glowy? Like it glows the color of fire, but it's blue?
I'm just like, it's water, but I'm trying to make it look like it's on fire.
Okay.
Briar just kind of stares at it, so confused and done.
You
Done with your
see-
bullshit.
You see kind of the deer just kind of appear in the clearing, and it's just kind of looking at you, really
Yes.
confused.
I got its attention.
Like it knows it's not fire. It's just like, what the fuck? In deer language.
Briar just raises his hands at Iris, just like, they're a shithead. Ignore them.
Lindsay,
Hey, don't ignore me. I'm the one who caught its attention.
I want to sit on Briar's
Fuck.
head.
Okay,
Briar.
Briar, you feel something sit on your head.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, child.
Hey, dear, can you speak?
Just kind of,
Fucking dear, what the fuck do you think?
it just looks at you.
Just hanging out on Briar's head.
I don't want to hurt your forest. Just kind of concerned because generally, I guess the people in this town consider killing people to be bad.
The deer
Really
just,
don't.
it just looks at you, takes a step back, and disappears.
Oh, fucking.
You really
fine.
fucking thought
I'm
that
gonna
would
get real
work?
fire then.
What?
No, you fucking
I'm gonna
don't.
pull up real fire.
Are you gonna pull up real fire?
Yes.
And Briar's gonna pull up his real knife.
Okay, go ahead, roll use magic, Iris. Oh,
13, even better.
Okay, it goes off without a hitch. You now have actual fire hands.
And a knife pointed at you. Not super threateningly, just in a, like, cut
And the
the
deer is
shit
back.
out.
The deer is back, but it's not doing anything because it notices that Briar kind of has the situation handled.
Put the fire out.
I'm just sitting on Briar's
I
head
mean-
watching this.
Moss, what are you doing
I
in this
could put the
situation?
fire out.
I don't know.
I take another step towards Iris.
This is a real easy way to get attention.
Yeah, is that all
Hey.
Iris wants? Attention?
Yes. Hey, dear person, do you know where that other one is? The one who was laughing? Maybe they can communicate.
Kind of just looks at
Didn't
you.
have just fucking asked me. I know how to track these things.
Well, how am I supposed to know? You got the magic stiffened nose for
Because
unique creatures.
you fucking seen me do it.
Do you think
I
I'm the
literally-
brightest person?
No, but I thought you at least had enough brain cells to figure out when someone literally tells you something that they mean it.
I love this so much.
I mean, you can put the knife down. I'm not gonna throw this at anything.
Put
Not,
the fire
not tonight, at
out.
least.
Put the fire out.
Put it out. Just put it out. Don't.
I suppose I'll put it out.
I lower my knife
Okay.
slowly.
I'm just gonna hug Briar's head.
as
Sitting on you.
you put it out, you just hear. That was funny, and that's
That
it.
one. That's the one I want.
Well, you did it. Good job.
The deer.
Mix nymph, can you please just talk to this idiot so that we can leave?
Joke's on you. I'm gonna run into the forest.
I'm gonna
After the
follow
direction I heard the sound.
Okay, so you're running into the forest towards the sound.
I'm gonna follow Iris.
Okay,
Is the deer just still here?
the deer's
Just
gone.
hanging out.
Fuck, I guess I'm fucking following.
Moss, are you following?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
this
guess.
is chaotic. This is chaos.
Okay, so you're
I'm
running.
leading the way.
You're running through the forest, and you just hear. It's Tag,
Sure is, I suppose.
and just kind of leads you through the forest.
Am I getting any closer?
A little bit, and then it leads you to a house, and you just see this little green humanoid sitting on a fence post.
Oh,
Yes.
I want
Cool.
to.
I'm gonna run up and tag him because it's time.
Okay.
I try and grab him or grab them to stop them from moving. Just be like, wait.
Okay. Let's.
Who, me?
Yeah.
All right. Briar, roll to act under pressure.
Okay, that is my tough, which is
No,
okay.
cool. It's cool.
can I
Cool.
just
I mean, it's all my things except for weird and charm are +1 anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Lindsay, can I just sit next to the person on the fence? That still?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I failed. I fall on my face.
Yeah. You fall on your face, and as you fall, you kind of hit a branch, and it stabs right through your hand, and you take 1 harm.
Oh, ow.
Oh, jeez.
And now you have a little
Ow.
branch through your hand. And we just hear the creature go.
Fuck.
So Iris, you run up and tag it.
Yeah.
Okay. Comes last and says, "My turn, my turn, my turn!" And then it kind of jumps off the fence.
Oh, cool.
God.
Time to start running.
Runs towards you, Iris.
It's time to start running.
You have instigated a game.
Mhm.
It runs up to Briar, who's still on the ground, and just boops his nose and says, "You're it!" and then runs away.
I love it. This is great.
Oh my fucking god. I am not playing tag with a fucking tree nymph. Iris, what have you fucking
You're
done?
no fun. And I'm not a dumb nymph.
Did I say dumb? I meant tree nymph.
I'm not a dumb nymph. I'm not a nymph.
What are you
What are
then,
you?
huh?
Catch me and you'll find out. And he runs off into the forest.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to run after it, I guess, but I'm also gonna try to tune in on it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I want to catch the nymph.
I'll
The
catch
not
him.
dumb nymph.
Fly after them.
Oh, fuck.
You see,
Oh,
A 14.
they're not a dumb nymph. They're a smart nymph.
So you get a +3.
What is it planning to do right now?
You kind of tune, and you have a feeling its plan is to just play the game.
Like, it genuinely just wants to play. There's no ulterior motives that I'm sensing.
Not right now. It just wants to have some fun.
awesome.
Okay, I guess the only thing is, like, if I lose track of it, where is it?
So, where is it?
Yeah.
It's kind of just running around in the forest, kind of zigzagging between trees and plants, and it's kind of keeping its distance, but you notice it stop every once in a while to let you guys catch up before it continues running.
Dang. It
How
really is that much better than
can
us.
I attract its attention to, like, be distracted? I don't know.
Can I cast magic on other people?
Say so, yeah. I would say in order to attract its attention, you could stop playing the game.
Don't do that.
I
That
could
might
just-
attract its attention.
Boring.
I'm just gonna
I'm
cast,
going
like,
to
super speed on
pretend-
myself.
I'm going to pretend to trip over another thing, but be careful not to impale myself this time. I'm purposefully tripping myself by making it seem like it's an accident.
Roll to act under pressure again.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
want you to
Die
fall on
this
your face
time.
again so bad.
I mean, I'm going to anyways. It's just
Whether or not you hurt yourself. Okay.
okay.
Okay, so you fall, and as you're falling, you don't realize, but there is a rock, and your flashlight hits the rock, and it breaks.
Stop breaking things.
You broke your
No
flashlight.
flashlight.
Fuck. Oh, now I'm just
You're telling
alone in
me-
the dark.
You tell
You
me
kinda
that I
hear-
need a glowy orb.
You hear, you just, you're clumsy.
Ow. I think this counts for a timeout.
You're clumsy and boring.
Oof.
Well, maybe you should have kept playing tag with the person who started it instead of the
Must.
person who keeps falling over.
Can I cast, like, make myself go faster? Can I, like, magic myself to go fast?
I would say that's something beyond human limitations, so sure.
Nice. I'm gonna go catch the not dumb nymph with my super speed
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
that I
plus
have to
weird.
roll for. That's
Hey,
fine.
you get the side effect. You get to choose the glitch. The effect is weakened.
Immediate unwelcome attention.
Immediate unwelcome attention. Ooh.
Yes,
All right.
but also I'm fast, so.
Okay. So you cast your spell and you start going fast, and as you're going fast, you just run into a branch and it falls to the ground with a big crash, and you awaken the person who lives inside the house.
Oh, well,
And you hear barking from 2 different dogs. And
Fuck, I knew it!
Sheriff Martin exits his house and he's just like, what the fuck? He
time
doesn't-
to leave.
And he just sees you just zoom! Flash speed running through the forest, and he's just like, I really need to get back to bed.
I know where
Oh my
he lives
God.
now, though.
And
I
he
can get
turns-
him.
Please tell me you didn't see me.
Then where-
No, he didn't.
where
You
am
were
I?
gone at this point.
Okay, I'm assuming I'm far away from him.
Yeah, you're a bat right now. Yeah, Sheriff Martin, he
Dang
just
it.
kind of turns around and goes back
I'm
into his
going to
house.
land on his head.
He just turns around and goes back in his house, assuming that he's so sleepy he just imagined that.
Nice.
Like,
That's how he hasn't noticed all the supernatural shit. He's just like, oh,
Too tired.
I just need to go to bed.
Yeah, so,
Am I gaining on the creature
Oh,
at all?
yeah, I mean, the creature's kind of busy distracted with Briar, who's still on the ground, probably. Moss, what are you doing?
I am assuming I'm also chasing after the thing, but kind
I
of.
am.
I'd say you were probably keeping pace with Briar, because I imagine Briar is not necessarily the speediest person in the world.
He is not. He's just a little twig. cannot run very fast.
So you're there as Briar falls to the ground, and this creature just kind of laughs at him and calls him clumsy and boring.
Can I catch him?
Everything hurts.
You've probably caught up by now, considering how fast you're going.
Nice. Can I try to jump and catch them?
You can certainly try.
That sounds like a roll of some kind.
No, I would. You're not trying to hurt it, are you? Are you trying to hurt it
No.
or just hold it? Okay.
Well, said to catch them to find out. I'm not gonna hurt them.
Right, yeah, I'd just say roll to act under pressure again. That's probably that's a lot of this right now. So roll to act under pressure. So plus cool.
Which is
A 1.
1.
Yep, a 1.
I didn't do it, guys.
Oh.
I didn't
Alright.
catch them.
So you're running and you trip over Briar, and
Oh,
you
cool.
you fall to the ground,
Ow!
and you kind of hit your head and you take 1 harm,
Oh, dang.
and your head's
So
kinda,
close.
Your head's kind of bleeding a bit now.
It's fine. Blood's just an optional liquid.
Alrighty, and then it kind of laughs. It's like you're all clumsy.
While it's distracted, can I try and get up and catch it?
Yeah, go ahead to act under pressure.
I was
Oh
so
boy.
close. Briar got in my way.
All right.
Let's go.
So you hop up and you just kind of grab it. How do you grab it?
Kind of like lock hold, like arms around it, like all the way around it, and then just pull it close to me.
Hug the creature.
Kind of like you're not very good at giving hugs.
Yeah, this isn't a hug.
I kind of love it.
I guess you win.
Can I land on its head now?
Yes.
Cool.
You're a small little bat.
Iris, can you keep this one from running away?
Sure. Hey, can you not run away? We want to talk.
I
No,
can
I'm
talk, but I have things to do.
We won't be long.
Well, then you better answer our questions quickly.
We won't be long, we promise.
What are you? You said you're not a nymph, so what are you?
Well, isn't it obvious?
Maybe to me, but you might
No.
want to enlighten Briar here.
I am not a dumb forest nymph. I'm a forest fairy.
Oh.
Better than a dumb nymph.
Yeah, I'm more powerful than a nymph. I'm more fun than a nymph. I'm more attractive than a nymph. I'm more lucky than a nymph.
Dang.
What does this fairy look like?
I'm gonna go off its head and try
He
to.
looks kind of like a green, kind of like impish. He looks like a person with very kind of elongated features, but also he's very chunky. He's very chubby, and his face is kind of long, and he has long ears, and he's just green.
Cool.
And he is wearing nothing but a pair of shorts.
Okay.
Nothing but a pair of shorts.
Nice.
Are the shorts also green?
No, they're like a tan.
Okay. Well, if you're Fae, then I assume you're not going to give us a name.
You call me lucky.
I mean, for somebody named Lucky, seems that you weren't lucky enough to not be caught.
But I am lucky. I got just what I wanted.
That is?
You played with me.
Okay, so your name's Lucky.
Were you the one who killed the hunter, or was that the deer or something else?
I wanted to have some fun, but he wasn't on. I mean, I could have killed him, but I didn't. There were other things that I did that might have done that.
Were you the one controlling the branches that ended up killing him?
Only some of them.
Are there more of you then?
Not more of me. I'm the only one of me.
Other
another
things
one named
like, are there
Unlucky?
other forest fairies?
Nope, I'm the only one right now.
Nice to meet you, Lucky.
Were
What
you
about
the
in the
only
future?
one earlier?
Yeah, I'm the only one around here for now.
That's no fun.
Earlier.
I'm
Earlier
the
when-
only one.
It must get boring.
Only one.
Okay, this is fun.
So
you.
you know what killed the hunter, so we can go bother them, and you can go along your merry lucky way.
But that's no fun. And he looks over
How
at
about a
Evie.
riddle?
He looks over at Evie and he says, "You know, I can do that too." And he transforms into a small bird and flies out of Briar's grasp. And into
Did I
the
try and
forest.
grab him?
He's too fast.
Bye bye, Lucky. Have fun. Alright, that's fun. So that's that.
Oh, we've crossed one suspect off our list, but
It wasn't a suspect, it was a fae.
we're trying to
Isn't it?
figure out what killed the hunter so we can get rid of it so it doesn't kill more people.
I mean,
Any creature in this forest that has the capability of killed the hunter is
hunter's
a
kind of a nice
suspect.
word. He was more of a poacher.
Yeah, he's a
Fair.
poacher.
He just kind of killed for fun. So I mean, not a big loss.
Well, I mean,
overall.
would Briar have known that?
It would have been part of the information that you got earlier.
Okay. Then Briar would have been saying poacher.
Moss
I
is
just-
still
I was
about,
just
right?
assuming Briar doesn't know.
Just hanging out, watching.
You're hiding on like the north side of a tree or something.
I could actually grow on all kinds of trees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Exciting.
All sides.
So what are you guys gonna do now?
Is the flesh tank still there?
Well, you guys are out of the clearing now, but I will say, yes, the flesh pile was still there.
Oh, well, surprised that that's still there, given the fact that there's wild animals and stuff.
We just go back to the house. I need more research to do if we're gonna figure out what killed him.
Yeah, buddy, I'm pretty sure it was fae or something else.
Is it
was
the
trees,
Fae?
get over it.
Is it the Fae that if you give them your name, that you're cursed forever or something like
I
that?
mean, names have certain powers, so...
So you're not cursed, but they do have some amount of control over you, is basically
Yeah,
the...
names are very
Oh,
important.
but you have to
So
specifically
you're saying I
say...
gotta get a bad name then? A fake name?
I'm just
No. It's if they ask you for your name and you tell them. But if you just happen to mention someone's name in passing, then it doesn't count.
It all depends on the wording. If they say, "Can I have your name?" they're literally asking if they can have it. Whereas if they say, "Can I have your name?" you can say something like, "You can call me Iris." And you don't give them your name, but you're telling them
Which is
something.
why Lucky said you can call me Lucky.
Yep.
Lindsay. I'm gonna kind of yell into the forest, hey, if you want to play another game, let me know, or something, I don't know.
You just hear.
Evie, Faye are not the
I feel
kind
like-
of people you want to play with.
I feel like Lucky's kind of an ally more than anything.
Yeah, all they want to do is play some games.
And that can be dangerous when they get bored. Especially if they
Danger.
get bored of you.
Against us. I can say he's technically on our side, I guess.
Danger is only dangerous if
They
you let
are
it
on
be.
no side but their own.
That's why you gotta be on their side.
Yeah, fair.
Danger is only dangerous if you let it be.
From what I
Okay, so are y'all headed back to Grandma Jones and Moss is headed back to wherever Moss is staying?
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all make your way back to your respective abodes.
I
Alright.
also now know where the sheriff lives,
You
so
do now know where the sheriff lives.
Nice.
I'm gonna go commit some murder.
Why not arson?
Do you want to
Set it on
commit murder
fire.
right now?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'll stake out the place a little bit after everyone's gone back.
Okay, it's a house. It's
Any
small.
security measures on it?
No, it's just a small cabin.
Huh, it's weird for
It
the
just has
sheriff.
a fence around it.
Is there any family members?
No, it's just a.
Okay.
It's so small you can kind of intuit that it's a single bedroom house.
Yes. Perfect. Not tonight. Another night.
The only thing is there are 2 dogs. That is all.
I will never harm the dogs.
Good.
Okay, so no-
Better not. I would legitimately not allow you to hurt the dogs.
Good.
I would not allow you to do that.
I'll give him the Lucky, and Lucky can make him super powerful. I don't know.
Okay.
Superpowered.
So for this next part, we were unfortunately missing a player, the player who plays Iris. So that's why it seems a little bit like an in-between mystery, sort of. So I hope you all enjoy.
Grandma Joan did offer a room to Moss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Moss was like, nope, goodbye, nope.
I mean, that's valid. A random stranger offers
mean,
you a
that's-
room. You're not gonna.
I mean, that's literally what
accept it.
Briar did as well. He was like, no, goodbye. And then the next day he was like,
Okay,
chilly.
Actually, maybe I
I gotta play
do.
with the player characters.
Yeah.
Just pull a Briar.
Yeah. Y'all were going to sleep, right? That was the last we left off.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's just say you guys made it back to the house, and y'all are sleeping. It's all sleepy time. Lovely, lovely sleepy rest time. So I will say, if any of you gathered any harm last time, that's all. One harm is healed. You heal 1 harm.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm down to no harm.
Good
Good
job.
thing I didn't get hurt last time.
Nice.
I don't even remember getting hurt last
You
time.
fell on your face. and
Oh, I
Brand
impaled
stabbed
my
your head.
hand. That's right.
You
I
did.
impaled my hands.
And you
Thank
probably,
you.
probably.
I was literally
cleaned it
staring
up.
at a picture of him with his hand bandaged, and I just did not remember.
Yeah, you probably cleaned it up and got it all bandaged up and stuff. So you all are asleep and you hear ruckus coming from up in the attic. Just like chaotic noises
Oh god.
and some yelling. What do you do?
Briar just jumps up immediately, grabs his gun, and runs up the stairs.
Okay, what's Evie doing?
Grabbing sword and getting Petal to follow.
Okay. You're bringing the dog into this potentially dangerous situation. Okay.
That dog I know you won't hurt the dog, Lindsay. So
Yeah, I won't hurt the dog.
Or does Evie know that whatever is going to happen isn't going to hurt the dog? You gotta think like your character.
True.
No metagaming.
plus Evie has a sword.
Seuss also comes out of their room and joins you guys in heading up to the attic. And when you get there, you see Grandma Joan over by the cage that you have the feral vamp in, and she's like, she has a bunch of like herbs and she has some incense burning and some other things. The feral vamp is just freaking out. It's just like it's trying desperately to get out, and it's like kind of screaming. But Grandma Joan doesn't seem too worried. She's just like, shush, everything will be fine. I just need to finish this. Just shush.
Grandma? What is happening?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to heal this young lady.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's taking some time.
I'll kind of push the dog to the stairs.
Well, if you got this all covered, I'm going back to bed. Good.
Okay. So y'all head back
Just
downstairs?
goes back down the stairs.
Okay, yeah. So it's a little while later, probably like 20 minutes later, before the noise finally like chills out and stops, and y'all can finish your rest.
Yay, sleeping.
Briar does not care at all that Grandma Joan's upstairs trying to do something with a monster.
He's like, she's got this covered.
Okay.
If it's still in a cage, it's fine.
Okay.
If she needs us, she'll scream or something.
True. Alright, so Moss,
Yes.
you are asleep in
Sleep.
in your motel room. And how restful does Moss normally sleep? How well do they normally sleep?
I sleep really lightly.
Mhm.
So, kind of like always tired, but
Okay.
not, exhausted.
Okay, so you're like asleep and you just kind of hear like a voice kind of in your head, and it's just Moss.
Don't like that.
Moss, I am so close. So close. I almost found you. Don't you remember me? I am gonna find you. When I do, I will figure out exactly what I'm going to do to you. And that's it.
Oh God, no.
Don't like that!
I'm never gonna go to sleep again.
But yeah, you heard that.
Never sleep again.
You heard that in your head as you were like trying to sleep.
Something's gonna kill
Like
you.
Like it kind of sounded like a voice in a dream.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Do you know who the
You
voice
shall
was?
Never sleep again.
No.
Okay. It was your
Oh.
yeah.
No.
It was the voice of your old partner who you
Oh no.
like abandoned.
Oh my god.
Rats!
Feel bad.
I have stuff to play with. If I have stuff to play with, I'm gonna play with it.
Play with it, absolutely.
Okay, so now I have Evie.
Yes.
You're sleeping. Does Evie have something like a music box in her room or anything like that?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so you're asleep, and then suddenly you just hear your music box just start playing out of nowhere. What do you do?
Wake up, probably.
Okay, you wake up. It's dark in your room. What do you do? I mean, you have night vision, but I feel like
Yeah.
it'll take you a second to adjust because you just woke up.
Yeah, blink a bunch and try and adjust to the light or something.
Okay, so you blink a bunch, you kind of rub your eyes, and you look around, and you see a young girl kind of sitting cross-legged in the chair, just holding your music box and winding it up, and then opening the top and letting it play. And she looks very amused by this.
Okay, I'm gonna get up.
Okay, let me finish my description real fast. She
Okay.
has black hair, and she's wearing what looks like a very dirty white dress, and she has no shoes.
Interesting.
And you kind of look a little bit closer, and you notice that she has these ever so gently pointed ears. And she kind of looks up at you, and she looks incredibly excited. And she's like, is that you? And she kind of hops up off the chair, and she heads over to your bed. E, do you remember me? Come on, you remember me. I know you remember me. I know it's been a while, but you remember me. Don't ya? Don't ya?
Hold on. Hang on. Holy fuck. Is that you? I recognize you, kind of.
Okay, do you wanna... I just want to see... I just want you to roll to investigate a mystery real fast for me.
Okay. I got a 4 and a 6.
So 10?
Yeah.
Plus sharp. Your sharp is a 0, so you got a 10.
0.
So you'd be able to ask me 2 questions, but for the sake of this, I'm just gonna tell you what's up. You
Okay.
recognize this little girl as your imaginary friend. You kind of hung out with her for the majority of your childhood up until you were about 11, so about 6 years ago, you kind of just stopped having this imaginary friend with you, and now she's back, and she looks almost the same, like barely older. Like, I don't know if I mentioned, but she looks about 12.
Oh wow, child.
So she looks almost exactly the same as she did then, and she just stares at you with these green and blue heterochromatic eyes, and you're just kind of trying to think of a name for this person. What did you call her?
Jay.
Called her Jay. Okay. So she's like, how are you?
I'm fine.
Do you remember me yet?
You're Jay, right?
And she kind of like jumps up and does a little clap, like, yeah, that's me.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Have you started that grand adventure we were always talking about?
Yeah.
You do seem a little bit different. Something happened, didn't it?
Yeah, lots happened.
Oh, what's happened? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it.
Okay.
She just kind of stares at you, like, smiling, mouth slightly open. She's like, tell me, come on. You want to tell me? You remember we were the best friends. Come on. See, you remember.
I'm just gonna sit on the bed now.
You're not gonna say anything?
I'm gonna sit on the bed and kind of start explaining what happened, I guess.
And she listens very intently and just chimes in every once in a while with like an oh and a ooh and oh, just little noises here and there. And she's like, and when you finish, she's like, let me tell you about what happened with me. My grandpa, he said that I couldn't come see you anymore, and I was really sad, and I tried to see you, but I couldn't. And then my new brother, he was really fun. I liked talking to him, but it wasn't the same as talking to you. I missed you. And now Grandpa says that we can come see you again, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to introduce you to my family and all my friends.
That sounds fun.
I'm so glad. I'm so excited. But I really should get going. Grandpa will be upset if I'm late for dinner. Bye-bye. And she just disappears.
Jeez. Okay. I am definitely going crazy.
What to think?
That was great.
I'm glad you liked it.
6 years, you said?
Perhaps
Perhaps.
that is an accurate number as to how long it was since Evie saw Jay, the small child with pointed ears. All right.
I feel like they know more than they're letting on.
Who do? Joy?
No, you guys.
Us?
You're over
Some
here
of them.
giggling about it.
Some of them do. Like I discussed Jay with Ren before I introduced her, just so I could know if I was allowed to do it. So like
Okay,
that's what Ren knows. Ren knew that I was going to introduce this character. So
I'm just interested in the number 6.
yes, I know this.
That might be
No, this to be
important or
accurate.
not.
Well, I mean, I did ask Ren how long it had been since Evie saw Jay, and Ren said 6 years.
Okay.
So, all right, Briar, you're asleep. How well does Briar sleep now? This is an important question.
He never sleeps particularly well, and especially since he was originally going to research all night and then got dragged out of the house again, and then came back and was like, okay, guess I'm not getting any research done after patching Iris up. And then hearing this thing is the attic, I don't know if he's really slept at all.
Okay, so is he like laying in bed trying to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're laying in bed and you're just trying to get some rest. I feel bad for Briar now. I feel bad now because you're not going to get more sleep yet.
Rip
And
him.
you kind of just, like, there's probably some moonlight shining in through the window just a little bit, just enough to kind of give your room a little bit of light. And then you kind of see just a shadow standing in front of your window. What do you do?
He very slowly and quietly sits up.
Okay, you see what looks to be a feminine figure in a long white dress.
Valencia, that you again?
She's kind of like quiet for a second and she's like, yes, it is. Hello again, Briar.
Hi.
Her voice has changed or not, probably has. And she just kind of turns around and looks at you and she's like, tell me, Briar, what would you give up to get rid of the visions and the noises? What would you do to get rid of it?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I've had them for so long, I've never thought about not having it.
Kind of nods, just like, yeah, I can understand that. I had them for most of my life, and then I had to give up something to get rid of them, and that was one of the biggest mistakes in my life, what I gave up. You see, in order to do it, I had to betray someone I loved, and it's never good.
No, I can't imagine it would be.
Yes, I don't know if he's forgiven me yet.
You're not talking about Martin, are you?
Martin he's my brother. He's my oldest and dearest friend, and I did something so terrible that I gave up a lot to be who I am, and I want to give it all back and travel back in time, but I cannot. And part of me knows that if I did, things would be a lot worse than they are now. I gave up my mortality, Briar, at least in a way. I mean, I'm stuck like this for however long, I don't know. You can't see me, Briar. I can't talk to him and talk to you.
Yeah, do you want to talk about it? Like, why did you do? Why did you?
I was given a choice. I could continue my path of self-destruction and hallucination, paranoia, or I could get rid of it in exchange for giving up one of the things that makes us most human. You would say that? Like, how can you be brave if you cannot truly die? How can you do what you want if you don't have the pressing idea of time? If you have limited amounts of time, you're more likely to do things. You're more likely to get stuff done and be who you want to be, but I gave up that option so that I could be rid of it. I had to get rid of it, Briar. It was terrible. I know it has its hold on you too, and I can see it and sense it. I want to help you get rid of it without making the same mistakes that I did.
I'm not even sure if given the option I would get rid of it. It hurts, but at least like this I can help people.
I wouldn't get rid of all of it. I got rid of the hallucinations and the paranoia, but I could still see what could happen. I can't see it now, not like this. And she kind of just gestures to her kind of transparent body. But the way I went about it was the biggest mistake of my life. But the thing is, when you're connected to this thing and you don't do what it wants, it will take things away from you. And I feel like it may have already taken something from you.
Yeah, well, if it is what's been taken from me, it doesn't have anything left to take, honestly.
I think what it's taken is relatively recent. I should let you rest. She kind of turns and stares out the window again.
I guess so. And before you go, thank you.
She kind of just looks at you and just kind of gently smiles and nods and then slowly disappears.
Same.
He kind of just rubbed his eyes. I was like, he kind of stays awake for a little bit longer, just sitting on his bed, staring at his hands, and then eventually he kind of just lays down, doesn't even bother getting under the blankets, just curls up and just passes out.
Valid. Okay, those were kind of the scenes that I had planned that I can do right now. So if you guys want to do any inner character scenes with NPCs, explore the town, do whatever, because I posted the town map if you want to check out anything.
I feel bad about, like, I really, really, really want to do my scene, but also at the same time, it's a scene that, like, unless Iris would leave the house for the whole day, it doesn't really make sense for them to not be there. And then, like, Evie would be there, but then Moss wouldn't unless very early in the morning, Moss is like, hey, let me stay here, please.
Who knows? That's up to Moss.
Because my first scene is, like, during breakfast that next morning.
Okay.
So I guess it would depend on if Moss is coming over, how early would they get there? Would they get there before or after breakfast? Will change how the scene goes a little bit.
I'll come pretty early because I didn't sleep at all because I heard the whispers of my previous partner threatening me. So I could,
I mean,
and be like, "Hey, you guys, I actually am I want to be near people that I'm at least somewhat familiar with.
I might need some protection. Please help." Okay, so do you go to Grandma Jones then?
Yeah.
And then so you knock on the door, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, so it takes a minute or two before the door kind of opens up and you see Grandma Joan from the other end, and she's like, hello, dear. How can I help you?
I guess I was hoping to Fuck, I don't know.
Grandma Jones just kind of motions. She's like, come in, dear. Are you here to take me up on the offer of a room? I still have one.
I would appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No, she's like, yes, of course. Where are you staying right now? Or do you have your stuff with you?
Yeah, I just,
Okay.
all my stuff in a bag kind of thing.
Okay. She's like, do you have anything left at where you're staying?
This is all I have.
She got nods and she's like, oh, all right. So this room, and she kind of takes you down the hall a bit.
Oh, is it the one next to mine?
It is the one next to yours. And she motions you to a room that's like, the door is almost the bedroom connects to the entranceway, kind of. And so she just kind of leads you over there and she's like, this is the room we have available. I hope it suits your needs. Feel free to take some time and settle in.
All I need is a roof over my head and a bed. I thank you.
Grandma Joan nods and she's like, yes, that is the basics, though I would say one also needs some company. If you would like, you can join us for breakfast. I'm making some waffles.
Oh, hell yeah.
Grandma Joan kind of smiles and nods. She's like, yes, it'll be probably about half an hour.
And at this point, I think Briar probably like heard talking outside his room, and he kind of just like opens the door and like slowly peeks his head out, and it's like, oh,
Good morning.
morning,
Good morning, Briar. How are you doing?
tired.
Grandma Joan nods, just like, yes, we kind of had a busy night. And then she heads back to the kitchen. And then we can do a time skip to breakfast, if you'd like.
Hey, waffles.
We'll just say for the sake of it that Iris just is still asleep. Yeah, Grandma Joan would probably call up the stairs and be like, breakfast time. Or like call from the general stair area that it's breakfast time.
Okay.
Briar kind of just shuffles out. He's just in like his
Downstairs with the dog.
since he only has like 3 outfits, he just kind of sleeps in his pants and his turtleneck that he normally wears, so just not with the coat. That's the only difference between his night outfit and his day outfit. No coat.
The
Fine,
dog comes
fine.
everywhere with her.
So he just kind of just like sits down at the table, and he looks zoned out.
I mean, he did not get a very restful sleep last night. I imagine none of you did because I'm terrible.
Why are we awake?
Because Grandma Joan made you breakfast and you will fucking appreciate it.
I know.
You ungrateful vampire child.
Okay, so Seuss kind of helps bring the waffles and stuff, and there's like freshly made orange juice and probably some bacon and various other breakfasty things. Like you could have eggs if you wanted. Grandma Joan would be down to make you some eggs if you wanted those.
I love her. She's so nice.
Briar literally just will eat whatever is put in front of him. He is just
Okay,
tired and zoned out.
Grandma Joan,
Same.
if you will eat literally whatever she puts in front of you, she puts 2 very large waffles in front of you to eat.
He just looks zoned out. He's just like, okay.
Does he eat them? All of them?
Yeah.
Good, because that was Grandma Joan tricking Briar into actually eating fucking food. So good.
And then halfway through breakfast, or around the halfway point, if there's any like point where like conversation kind of lulls, Briar just kind of just like sits up kind of like a little bit stiffly suddenly, and it's like, Miss Joan?
It's Grandma Joan, but yes, what is it? The
Uh,
only time you can call me Miss Joan is if you're older than me, and I know that you are not. And it would technically be Mrs. Joan if you must.
Sorry. I just was wondering if I could have someone over for dinner tonight. If someone could come over tonight.
It depends on who it is.
Martin, Sheriff Martin.
Ah, the sheriff. I do like him. Yes, that would be fine. Have you asked him?
No, I wanted to ask you first. I didn't want to just. It's your house, so I wanted to make sure I had permission.
She nods. And then she says, "Just
Baby size heavily.
be careful with that one. He has a lot of trouble around him. He's a very troubled young man.
Yeah,
But
he was just nice to me a couple weeks back, and I haven't really done anything to repay the kindness. So
she nods. She's like, yes, that would be all right. I'll make sure to make dinner a little extra nice tonight. And Seuss just kind of looks over at Evie. They're like, hey, I heard you talking in your room last night. What was up with that?
Don't worry about it. It's just some stuff.
I'm a little worried if you're just talking to yourself in the middle of the night.
What? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm always gonna worry about you, Evie.
Yeah, I know.
It's only because I care.
I know.
Okay. Anything else at breakfast?
Does Moss do anything at breakfast?
And I scarfed down like 4 waffles, and I just sort of like I don't know if I should like bring my problems into this right now, so I'm just gonna be like nodding and like just like polite, just be like,
Being
yeah,
like, everybody
thanks for having me here.
Everybody had an interesting night. I will say, the waffles are perfectly made, and they are fucking delicious. And there's
they are.
like maple syrup and all the like real maple syrup, not fake maple syrup. And like when you eat the waffles, you can tell that they were made with fresh eggs because Grandma Joan lives on a fucking farm. She's gonna use that to her goddamn advantage. Okay, what else you guys want to do? We can finish up breakfast, and y'all can do whatever you'd like.
I mean, as soon as breakfast ends, Briar is gonna like take a shower and get dressed. Like you like go into his room and then carry out something like an outfit that you haven't really seen before. You can't really tell what it was. It's red, which is unusual because his other 2 outfits is literally just brown and black. That's usually all he has. And so he just goes automatically to the shower.
Grandma Joan's just like, finally. How long has it been since he took a shower?
No, he takes showers. It's
Good.
He takes
But-
regular showers. It's just that he cycles out his 2 outfits.
Does he?
And like he'll wash the outfits in between wearing them.
Good. Grandma Joan's just glad you're taking care of yourself and she's actually seen it for once.
I mean, he doesn't try to hide like that he's.
Yes, but
I don't know.
he doesn't take care of himself, then you've made this clear.
Fair.
Okay, so he goes to take a shower. What are the other 2 of y'all doing?
Yes, I would kind of like to pull Briar aside and explain my situation.
Okay.
But yeah.
He's in the shower.
You can do that like after he's
At a later point, I would like to.
He's leaving the house as soon as he gets out of the shower. By the way, he's gonna be in the bathroom for a while because he's getting ready in the bathroom after the shower. So you're gonna have to wait a while.
Okay.
And then catch him right as soon as he gets out of the bathroom because he's leaving as soon as he's gone.
Just
Okay,
sit
so
and wait here.
Evie is gonna get up and kind of walk over to where she keeps Petal's leash.
Okay.
And get Petal ready to go outside.
Petal gets very excited the moment you grab the leash and is like jumping up on your legs and like kind of doing little barks, like Roxy does. And she's like whining and like, yes, walk time. And her tail is just going fucking crazy.
Oh my god, I love dogs.
They're so good.
Hey, Grandma,
Yes?
I'm gonna go out for a bit.
Okay, just be careful and
I will,
come
don't
back
worry.
for lunch.
I'll be back soon. And then Evie kind of quickly walks out the door.
Okay,
So when he comes out of the bathroom, this is what he looks like if it'll fucking load.
Nice.
Yep, so that's just him.
Wonderful.
So I assume you're trying to catch him before he leaves the house because as soon as he leaves the bathroom, he's like, "Okay, gotta go, bye."
He's doing a beeline for the door.
He is beelining for the door as soon as he gets out of the bathroom.
Briar, wait.
Okay.
I don't know much about all this yet. I heard a voice last night, and she threatened to come find me. I think it was someone I'd betrayed in my past.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I don't not deserve it. I don't, not ready to die yet.
Valid.
And you're telling me this because?
I want someone to have my back, but I don't want to force you into anything. But I want you all to be aware of why I'm here.
Fair. Well, do your best not to get us killed, and I'll help you not get killed.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I gotta go. Goodbye.
Sorry for taking your time.
No, you're fine. Yeah, goodbye.
Okay, so before we do the scene with Briar and what his secret plan is, Evie, where are you going to take Petal on her walk?
We are going to go to the forest.
Okay.
And Petal and I are walking towards the sheriff's house.
Through the woods.
Yes, through the woods.
Okay, so the sheriff's house is your end destination, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, you make it there without really anything bothering
That's
you.
good.
You can see Woofers and Nugget playing in the yard. What
love
do
them.
you do?
Knock on the door, probably?
Okay, so you knock on the door, and it takes a second, but Martin opens the door, and he's like, Oh, hello, Evie.
Hey, I have to talk to you about something.
Okay. Do you want me to come out there, or do you want to come in? You can let
Uh,
Petal out in the yard if you want.
Okay, sure.
Do you let Petal off her
Yes.
leash to run around the yard? Okay. She immediately runs over to play with her brother. It's adorable. Puppy time. So what is it?
Do you remember that imaginary friend I used to tell you about?
You can see his expression just completely change. Like, there's something about it where he looks like you just kind of punched him in the chest a little bit.
Ooh.
And he's like, yeah, of course I remember. What about her?
She was back last night in my room.
You see something just for a split second. You see his eyes just look so fucking excited and happy, but only for a second. And he's like, oh, okay, what happened?
She talked to me a little bit, and she seemed to be excited to see me, and I don't know. She was an imaginary friend. Why is she back now? She was in my room.
He kind of tries and he's like, I don't know. I know this is a weird question, but did she seem like she was doing okay?
I think so.
He nods and he's like, maybe you just need a friend right now.
Maybe. I don't know. This is just weird.
He nods and he's like, lots of things are weird in this town.
Yeah. Thing is, she came back a couple months after. Yeah,
Yeah, I know, kid. And he kind of just pats you gently on the shoulder. We'll find him.
I know. I hope.
We will. I promise. We'll find him. Okay, do you chill with Martin for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So after a little bit, I imagine Briar comes walking up.
Yeah, he looked all over the fucking town because he didn't realize that he was gonna be at home.
Oh.
Okay.
So he was just like, and then had to ask like someone at the sheriff's department being like, hi, where's Martin? I can't find him.
So,
Didn't check his house first?
I mean,
No,
if
you
you're the
see
sheriff,
work.
yeah, you probably had to ask Sylvia where he went, and she was like, "Oh, it's his day off. He's at home, hanging out with his dogs." So I imagine Evie probably is playing with the dogs a bit.
Probably.
So, Briar, as you're walking up, you can kind of hear like Evie. You can hear Evie like having a lot of fun with the dogs. What does that sound like, Evie?
No, playing with dogs?
Playing with dogs, having a lot of fun, that kind of stuff. Like blowing bubbles, and the dogs are attacking them and eating them.
That's so cute.
And Martin's just kind of sitting on the porch watching, and he looks deep in thought.
And Briar's just like, oh no, what the fuck did she do? Why is she here? What? Oh no. And he contemplates, he literally turns around for a second and was about to walk away, and he's like, oh, fuck it. And he turns back around and actually starts walking.
As you turn
Goes
back
back to
around,
walking towards-
as you turn back around, Martin is just kind of looking at you like, oh, someone's here. Why are so many people visiting me today?
Because you're amazing, Martin, that's why. Everyone loves you.
Yes, everyone loves Martin, except for Iris.
And first, when Briar walks up, he kind of like walks past Evie. He's like, hi, Evie.
Hi.
Evie is busy playing with dogs and having a lot of fucking fun. So we'll say probably like Woofers kind of walks up to you, Briar, and just gives you a big ol' sniff. Big ol' sniff.
Briar like puts out his like left hand because that's the not bandaged one, and just like lets the dog sniff it. And he looks very fondly at the dog. He's like, "Oh my fucking god, the cutest dog
sniffs
ever."
your hand, and she's kind of an older dog. She's about 8, and she just kind of gently licks your hand and then bounds back to play with her puppies.
And Briar just is like, "Oh, that's so cute," but like internally. Like he just like puts his hand like on his chest, like "aw," but like doesn't say "aw." But he has that look on his face.
Okay, so do you walk over to Martin now?
Yeah. After a second, he's like, "Oh shit, wait, I'm showing emotion," and then it automatically tries to go back to like neutral state, and then it's like walks up to Martin.
And you can see him. He's kind of like gently smiling, like, "I saw that." And he's like, "Morning, Briar. You like dogs?"
Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah, dogs, as they say, are a man's best friend. But I'm kind of biased. His voice is changing so fucking much. Don't worry about it. How can I help you?
I was wondering if you wanted to come over for dinner tonight.
You're staying at Grandma Jones?
Yeah. And you don't have to worry about it. I already asked her if it's okay.
He nods and he's like, yeah, I mean, Mrs. Jones probably would have been fine with it anyway. Yes, yeah, I'll come.
Cool. Great. See you then.
Alright. Do you want to stay and hang out a little bit?
Oh, sure.
yeah, you can meet Nugget. Nugget! And he kind of whistles, and you see a little puppy come bounding up from playing with his sister. He probably looks pretty similar to Petal, and he's just wagging his little tail. Like, he wags his tail, and his entire body wags with it. It's
Oh my
fucking
God.
adorable. And
Briar just has the happiest facial expression on his face. It's like, oh my fucking
Martin
god.
just kind of picks him up, and he's like, "This is Nugget. He's about a year old. He's Petal over there. He's her sister."
Hmm.
And he just kind of holds the dog out towards you.
Evie lightly glares at Briar.
Briar like puts his hand out so that the dog can sniff it first.
Immediately, Nugget just starts licking your hand nonstop. Like, Nugget is a licker. He's licking your hand, and he's just licking your hand, and he starts trying to like lick your face. He starts to like lean over and try to lick your face, and his entire body is wiggling this whole time.
Oh my God.
And Briar kind of like instinctively puts like one hand under the dog so the dog doesn't fall because I'm assuming the dog is squirming so much.
Martin just kind of laughs, and he's like, "He likes you. That's good. Dogs have a good judge of character, I always say."
Well, this dog is definitely one of the cutest I've seen.
Yeah, he's a Rottweiler German Shepherd, as is Petal over there. The dad, Luffy, he unfortunately passed away last year, so
Oh, sorry about that.
it's all right. It's part of life, you know.
Yeah,
What are we really without a little bit of death, huh?
that's definitely one way to look at it.
Kind of smiles and he says, "You know, I think you're pretty nice."
And Briar, just his face just goes like completely like surprised, and he just goes flustered, and then he just looks down at the dog, and he just is just flustered, like blue screen of death flustered.
Martin
Thank
kind of
you.
chuckles and he puts Nugget down, and Nugget goes bounding back into the yard after his mom, and he's like, "Anyway, either you two want something warm to drink?"
Oh,
Because he's calling this to Briar and Evie.
Evie is still vaguely glaring at Briar.
Briar doesn't even notice. He just kind of like awkwardly shrugged at the question, and it's just like flusters, like trying to just look at the dogs to not die.
Martin just kind of runs a hand through his hair, and he's like, "I'll take that as a no." How long do you guys hang out?
I don't know. At this point, Briar's brain is kind of like fried.
Martin broke him. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do a time skip back to Grandma Jones.
Yeah, let's do that.
After a little bit, probably not dinner time yet, but you know,
Yeah, probably like a lunchtime.
probably.
Grandma wanted Evie back before lunch.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I feel like Briar would leave as soon as Evie left.
Okay.
He'd just
You
be
guys-
like, okay, cool, see you later, bye.
You guys kind of leave, and Martin kind of just calls after you guys, like, "Have a good day, see you later." Okay. So you guys go back to Grandma Jones, and she's kind of just fixed you guys some very tasty sandwiches. What is on each of your guys' sandwiches?
sandwich
Okay.
things.
Cheese, meat, lettuce.
Valid.
As I've said, Briar will just eat whatever is put in front of him.
Okay.
He's not a very picky eater, and
Then your
he's still a little
sandwich-
bit broken.
Your sandwich has as much fucking protein as Grandma Joan could possibly put on it. Because she wants you to fucking eat some real ass food.
I feel like he probably only eats half of it, but like,
Half of it is a good amount if you have as much fucking protein as fucking possible. And so that brings us to the end of episode 2 of Rolls of Fate. Iris now knows where the sheriff, the man they're supposed to get rid of, resides. And Briar has also asked him out, or rather, asked him to dinner at Grandma Jones. What is up with the mysterious person that has been speaking to Moss? I suppose the only way to find out is to keep listening. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a lovely day.